Hello everyone, Bionic here, and welcome to another Bionic Bootleg review. This time I'm looking at a knockoff that doesn't have a real name, so I'm just going to call him Ekimu the Warrior. So, Ekimu the Warrior comes with this instruction sheet with some cool art, I must say. You know, for being a knockoff, it's got some really professional looking art here. But it's completely empty on the back. It's just the parts count. So let's take a quick look through the instructions before getting to the actual figure. The instructions are pretty good, actually. You know, it's pretty much just one step at a time for the most part. Doesn't really ever start going too fast at all. It's again, like I said, it's pretty much one step at a time. But yeah, he's pretty simple. Just he's got some interesting techniques. At least I sort of find them interesting, and I know Renzo definitely finds two techniques interesting. But I'll show you that. So first, let's start with some printed pieces. Ekimu comes with some printed Star Wars shins, a pair of them. And this is actually really cool. I like this a lot. It's got this nice, ornate look to it. It looks very, very special, very, I don't know, royal maybe. Kind of, I don't know, it just kind of gives off like an Ekimu vibe to me. I think if only, this were in gold, that would be fantastic, but oh well. And as for the chest plate, I love this. Look at that, dude. This chest printing is amazing, I think. It's fantastic. Honestly, I think it's probably better than any of the Uniter Torso chest prints, at least designs, personally. I think it just looks so freaking cool. But yeah. So there's that. Kind of almost looks like a face, actually. You got eyes, and you got a little, like, mouth with teeth right here. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah. So let's move on to recolors. So we got some really cool recolors. First off, we've got this Star Wars hip piece in silver, which is amazing. I love that. This would be great for a updated Captain Phasma, or any mocks or anything like that. Obviously, being really into the new Star Wars figures, and the hip armor I think works really well for troopers. I think this would make great for a Captain Phasma mock or revamp. But yeah, and then we get the smallest size of a vertical or a single axis bone with a ball joint in it in trans blue, which is really cool. We haven't gotten that from Lego as far as I'm aware, so this is very, get to focus, very interesting and cool to see, I think. But yeah, so there's that. And then you might be wondering, well, Kasai, this isn't a recolor, but it's a redesign, because here's the official piece, and here's Ekimu the Warrior's mask. And you'll notice this mask has no runes. None of them. None over here, here, on the face, or anything. It's all completely smooth, which is really cool, I think. But yeah, and it's also a slightly different shade of blue, not super noticeable. I guess with these two pieces it is, because you just get so much blue, a much bluer tint in the deeper regions. It's more pale in like the face. But otherwise I like it a lot, and I think this is really cool for other characters. You don't want someone to be a mask maker, you just want them to have like the same look of mask, almost like it's a replica or something, so they don't have the runes on it. But yeah, it gives some more possibilities, I think. So yeah, let's get on to the figure itself. Almost forgot, two more recolors. This is in a frosty blue, which is really cool. I like that. It's on the weapon. And then this is in a almost just plain old trans light blue, which is really cool, because as far as I'm aware, the only trans light blue we've gotten this in is frosty blue. So that's very pretty and very nice, I think. So I like that a lot. But yeah, so let's get back onto the figure. So, onto Ekimu the Warrior himself. Honestly, he's not a bad figure at all, I think. So he's got the same basic leg build as I do for my Star Wars figures, and I'll grab one of them to show you. So here's Ekimu the Warrior, and here is my TIE Fighter pilot, Elite TIE Fighter pilot. And the only thing that they have different is friction extender, and TIE Fighter pilot has the slope piece on the back of the leg. But otherwise, they're pretty much the same. But to make up for that, Ekimu uses the Uniter crystal armor on the hips, which is an interesting technique. It's not something that I really ever considered. I just didn't really think about that. And Renzo, I know, was really excited to start experimenting with that once he saw that design. As for the torso, it's just the longest size of torso from Hero Factory, and it's got a Uniter piece down here, piece of Unity or whatever, put on the waist, just like this, which is an interesting choice because then you don't have that big ugly gap down here like you would, and it kind of fills it out and looks pretty good, I think. And I know Renzo liked that idea too. As for the back, it's just got one of these wider CCBS shells and then some white CCBS shells on the shoulders. I will make note that the instructions list those pieces as being silver or gray or like gunmetal, but they are not that when it arrives. Something else to note was this is shown as being is it shown as being, yeah, it's shown as being trans light blue, but it's trans dark blue. And then these spikes are trans purple when they're shown as being trans light blue. But other than that, that's pretty much it. He's got this long sort of axe spear weapon, maybe halberd. But yeah, he's got the same headpiece as Spider-Man did, so it's got the same sort of younger features. And then he's got trans blue brain stock and a friction extender in his neck to give him some extra height, to match up with this. And oh, I forgot to mention this in the recolors, but this is a Skull Villain armor add-on in light silver. So that's really cool. I like that a lot, and this is really useful. And there's another figure who comes with that piece. But just from Ekimu himself, I've gotten 2, but that is because I ordered 2 of him. Because I'm a huge Ekimu fan, and I just can't get enough. I love Ekimu, what can I say? But yeah, so another complaint I might have is this elbow can't move at all without popping off the armor. It's just the way, it's this bone down here needs to be, slightly longer for it to be able to move anymore. Kind of have to, like, shift it out of the way. But otherwise, it doesn't really work too well. If you want to bend it, you should pop it like that, and then you can bend it, perfectly fine. As for the other arm, it doesn't have that problem, really, because it's oriented differently, and that's another issue I have, He looks a little goofy like this, I think. That just looks a little strange to me. But otherwise, it's pretty cool, I think. I like the beast head as shoulder armor. That's an idea I had when I first saw it. Not beast head, creature head. It's an idea I had when I first saw the creature heads in the leaks, and I wanted to do that. I never got 2 of Tarak, which is the one I wanted to use it for, gold and purple. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for Ekimu the Warrior. I'm going to throw some pictures in at the end where I just posed them around, showed some stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week when I review Baby Blue Boy.